So I just came across this tiny little comment by a guy named LaserMob from a year ago. For the crossbow, you can add the cross, like the Punisher from Trigun. Alright, I don't know what this is. Crossbow's more work than the sword, but that's fine, you know, we're just going through this, doing what we want to make, right? Stuff people have suggested on YouTube. Anyways, I go searching and it is this. It is a massive cross gun and it is crazy. And yeah, let's do it. Let's try to make this. I gotta try to find some good images of it that's not like fan-made, like actual the Canon design of it. And I'm gonna guess that it won't fit in a 32x32 texture, so I'm gonna give myself the space. If it ends up fitting, then great, but I don't really think it's gonna fit. First things first would be to just get the size of the cross right, because this is a crazy device. How big is this? How big is the max size? That's too big, but it is. Why is it so massive? That's probably good. You know, it won't be in the floor. Maybe if you're walking. No, it won't be in the floor. So this is a good size. So a good full size for the thing. That's toch gek. The bird is joining us for a little bit as we figure out the size of the big cross gun. Coco, what do you think about the size of the big cross gun? What does it need to be? That's too small. It needs to be bigger. How big does it need to be? So, okay, better. Is this too big? Yes. Is it supposed to be too big? I don't know. I think so. I mean, right now it's just a lot of boring modeling, placing the cubes everywhere, and after that it'll be a lot of boring texturing. So stay tuned. It's starting to look like it a little bit. I mean, I think so. It's gonna be nuts. I'm gonna start with simple lines of shading in places that make sense, right? Because these golden rings would kind of cast a shadow onto the iron. I mean, really basic stuff. Just narrating into my 14th hour of narrating. Okay, we're getting there, right? It's the big metal cross. I think I'm getting pretty close to it, which is good because I really want to get onto the animation. That's gonna be fun. Right, the crossbow animation, charging animation. Crossbows basically have 4 models in vanilla for the pulling stages, right? You're pulling it back, and well, they can have as many as you want, but in vanilla they have 4, and I'm sticking with that. We're gonna have to see what changes about the model to make it activate. I'm thinking we're gonna have to add some moving parts. Let me showcase you guys the knife tool in BlockBench. If you're not familiar, it's quite nice for niche cases like this. Look, look at my little cursor, and I'm gonna click on the pixel. And then it's going to allow me to draw a line, well, across, right? And it's going to allow me to snip. I'm going to snip this right in half. Click, right? Click away from the knife tool. And then, look, it's cut it in half. So that's incredibly useful. It even uses the same texture. We just need a texture for the insides now, for both the top and the bottom of this. Paint in the gun, big dark metal. Hello? What's going on? You want a kiss? Okay. That's crazy. I told you he does this sometimes. This is crazy. You should not be doing this. Okay. This makes me feel really like like this is a bit too much. You're really in my personal space. Thank you. That's crazy. She's clingy. You're not supposed to jump on my face. Okay, that's not a platform. Oh, he saw something scary. Never a dull moment, eh? Okay, I think that's the first step done. And basically now I'm just gonna copy all the progress over to the second stage. Move these bits forward by 1. So there will be some nice clicking motion going on. And then I'm also gonna use the knife tool on this thingy in the back and open that up as well. Because that's where the rockets come from. And this is gonna be a crossbow. So it's gonna be interesting, right? A projectile coming from different holes. That never really happens with the crossbow ever. So that's cool. I've added the rocket launcher in the mechanism now. Part of it, because I want to open this up more, because the rocket launcher is supposed to be a bit bigger than the barrel. So I believe it's time to copy this over to the final stage. And I figured just for communication's sake, and because these are 2 separate elements, I'll move these in by 1, right? Just so you have that extra click. I think that'll be nice. It's time to put the projectiles in. And of course, as I said, the firework rocket is going to go in the back, which is going to be dope when we set the display settings. I can't wait to test this one, but we can't yet. Because the day isn't over and we need to spend our time texturing. Otherwise, what's the point of the video? And I wanted to have a little visor like this one when it has a rocket loaded. So I'm gonna put it on both sides so I don't have to add a mirrored variant, because that seems completely redundant at this point. This is how you hold it. with an arrow. I figured since you flip it around depending on the ammo type, maybe it's fun if this stage is holding it upwards like this, which is of course ridiculous, but I mean, look at this entire weapon. They're asking for it.